Do you want to try to kill Thargoids, but you're not really sure how? Well, then this video is definitely for you, because today we're gonna go through step by step how you kill your first Thargoid. The D2 merch store is open. There are t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, mugs and tote bags with many cool designs. Head down to the link in the video description and get yourself your merchandise today. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous with Down to Earth Astronomy. Today we are going to kill some Thargoids. I'm going to show you how you take down a Thargoid step by step. Now, before we start, I should say I'm by no means an expert Thargoid killer, as my flying will most likely show here in a minute. But I have soloed quite a few, and I feel like I know enough by now that I can get you started as well, so you can fairly easily go out and take down your first Thargoid. We're not going to be talking about ship builds. I already have a video showcasing the build that I'll be using today. It'll be in the more info icon, so go up and check it if you are more interested in the ship I'm flying. First of all, we need to find the right location. Now, I usually stay here in Asterope. Do remember that the Thargoids, they have a tendency to move around. This has been fairly stable for a very long time with tons and tons of Thargoids in here. So I feel like this is a good place to go. It is down here in the Pleiades sector, so it's a little bit far out. But the reason why the system is so good is because apart from the two stars here being quite far away, there's really only one station around 80 light seconds from the star, meaning that most of the signal sources we'll be looking for in a second are within 100 light years, so you don't really have to go far. First of all, we need to go and find ourselves some Thargoids, and they are in non-human signal sources. And you can see here we have a ton of signal sources in this system, and it will take us an absolute age to go and scan all of these. So we're gonna do it all at once by see if we can find the nav beacon, and then just drop into that, scan the nav beacon. That will scan all the signal sources for us, so we can go and we can find ourselves a Thargoid. So while we're heading toward the nav beacon, I just quickly want to give you an overview of the different types of Thargoids. Right now, the easiest ones are the Cyclops, which is the one we'll be focusing on today. Next up, you have the Basilisk, which is quite a bit faster and quite a bit more difficult. After that comes the Medusa, then the Hydra, and there is one other variant thing called the Orthus variant, but so far I don't think they're hostile. They have a tendency to just run away, and I think they only spawn at Palin's old research center, so they're not really something we have to worry about. So once we've scanned the nav beacon, you can see here everything is now scanned. So now we need to find the right signal source to go into. And we're looking for Cyclopses, and they are most often found in threat level 5. If you want more difficult ones, you will go up to 6 to find Basilisks, and then 1 up for each time. Now, you can just drop in randomly to grade 5, but there's a chance they're going to be filled with scouts. So what you can do instead is to be looking for some that has these salvage icons next to them. So here's, for instance, a candidate. You can see it has, if we open it up here, it has Xeno Hunting, Search and Rescue, and Salvage. If it has the salvage icon, as well as Xeno Hunting, you know there will be a interceptor and there won't be scouts in there. Problem, of course, is this is a threat 6 and we're looking for a threat 5. So there is actually one here. There's actually 2 of them. You can see here. They have both the Xeno Hunting, the Search and Rescue, and the Salvage. They are threat 5, but these are quite far away, so I don't want to fly all the way out there. So I'm going to try my luck at some of the normal grade 5s here in the area. And I'm just going to drop in at random until we find one with an interceptor inside. Oh, here we go. We got one. So the first thing we're going to do is just get our Xeno scanner ready and sit still and do nothing. The Thargoid will come to us, and this gives us an opportunity to scan him. So as soon as he's in range, like there, we're going to start our scan. You don't have to scan him, but it allows you to sub-target his hearts, and it makes things a lot easier. You get additional information here in the beginning, but later on when you get more proficient, you can actually take the Xeno scanner off. We can see here now that he has 4 hearts. We're going to talk more about those. Those are now nominal, and we need to take those down. We can't damage them as long as they're nominal, so we need to wait for them to be exerted. The way we exert them is we damage the ship. So I like to try and see if you can snipe one here in the beginning. So I like to go 2 pip to weapons, 4 to systems, get up behind him, and then fire off my Gauss cannons. And look at his model here on the HUD. See, there's a heart that's beginning to flash on the HUD, and if we look in space, we can actually see one of the hearts lighting up. That one. So I'm going to try to see if I can hit that. And here comes my pure flying skill. There we go. Got it. So when that is down, we're gonna boost away. Oh, did he catch me? Yeah, he did. Okay, so that's one of the stronger attacks that the Thargoids have, this lightning attack. You can bait it. Did you just fire that twice? Okay, I think I got a boost off. You can bait it, and if you stay outside 1 kilometer, he shouldn't be able to catch you with it. So this was quite unfortunate that he actually managed to catch me this early on with that attack. We have to deal with this swarm here, because they will do a significant amount of damage. The way we do this is we will fly FA off in reverse and then shoot them down with our flak cannons. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to keep boosting here, full throttle. And then we're going to go, after we boosted, we're going to go FA off, turn our throttle down, give one small notch forward on our pitch, and then we're going to begin rolling. After, remember, we had 0 throttle. Once we've flipped 180, we're going to give a small push back on the pitch to stabilize the ship again. So here we'll go. We will boost, kill the throttle, FA off, small notch on the pitch here, and stabilize the ship once we're all the way around it. Now he's right now 6 kilometers away, the swarm, which is outside our range, but he's moving quite fast, so we can actually shoot him at this kind of range. So we're gonna fire off our flak and we're gonna hold in the trigger. Now he evaded that. We can just let go of that. As soon as you let go, that's when the flak will detonate. And you can see this triangular icon. When that fills out, like so, that's when you let go, and then you'll do damage to the swarm. You can keep an eye on the swarm count down here in the lower left-hand corner. There we go, got a few more of them. And not the best shot. Okay, once the swarm has been dealt with, depending on how much time you have, he will either still have shields or not. But in this case, his shield is already down, so we're gonna go back in and attack him again. Oh, he just launched a new swarm, so I'm gonna again run away and give myself some distance and some time so I can deal with the swarm again. I'm gonna do the same thing, where we're gonna throttle down, FA off, flip it around, and then we're gonna begin working on the swarm. Okay, I managed to get the swarm down to just 4, which I think is okay. So now we can't go in and we can begin to focus on the Thargoid again. You don't have to kill the swarm completely, just when it's down to a low enough number. So now it's down to 2 and 1 has actually died there. Now we can begin working on the Thargoid again. So here we go. We got the next heart out. Gonna see if we can hit that. That was not a hit. So I managed to avoid that by boosting. As soon as I saw him charge it up, I managed to boost past him, getting out of his cone of attack. There we go. Got the heart. And now we're going to run away from him again. There we go. And you can see he puts up his shield. And that's one of the reasons why we're running away. Because it's not like with ships on human ships. These shields, if you notice here, he's slowly, get it out of the sun there, he's slowly losing shield hit points. So right now, there's no swarm, but he has his shield up. There's no reason for us to go and attack him as long as he's still losing hit points. So this is your chance to like get away and get your shields recharged. If you, for instance, like me, I have an AFMU fitted, so I can go and see, oh, is there any of my modules here that would need a repair? They're pretty much okay, but right now I could just sit here and keep boosting away from him. And if I had anything I needed to repair, I could do that now. So now we launched the swarm again. His shield is still up, so this gives us plenty of time. So we're gonna do the same maneuver as again: boost, kill the throttle, FA off, and flip the ship. Okay, let's get back in and let's get the next heart. There we go. The heart is out. I'm just gonna run away from him here for a second, just so I can show you here on the target panel how you can see the heart is now exerted. So we could go in and we could target it. So if you can't really spot the heart, you can go in and you can target it through the menu in there. Oh, okay, that's the Thargoid launching missiles. He can also launch corrosive missiles, which you can run away from. You can outrun them, but I'll show you later how you deal with corrosive damage. So we're just going to try to see if we can hit that heart. One tactic that I think works a lot better if you don't feel like strafing around or don't want to do like orbiting around the Thargoid itself, is to do like a boom and zoom, where you just come in past him, get a few shots off, and then go out and then turn around and come back in again. It's not the fastest or most efficient, but it's really easy, and it allows you to always shoot it from the front, which means it's a lot easier to hit the heart. And I still miss it, of course. Okay, so now that we're in this situation where we have actually killed all the hearts, he has no more hearts to exert, meaning we just have to kill the Thargoid. So in this case, you can sometimes just leave the swarm alone, because it will die shortly after you kill the main ship. So we just go in and do the last little bit of hull damage. There we go. And it's a dead Goid. Perfect. You can see the swarm is still alive, but that should dissipate fairly quickly. There we go, the swarm is gone. Now, I promised you that you would, I'll show you how you deal with caustic damage. One thing you need to keep an eye on is when it dies, you can see this cloud around him. That is caustic. That means you will take caustic damage if you fly into it. So this is a good source of just trying to get some caustic damage. This cloud will dissipate over time. So you can go in, you can pick up the loot that he drops, like weapon parts, and there should also be a Thargoid heart in there somewhere. Yeah, see, there it is. There's the Thargoid heart. You see, I just flew into the cloud, and I've now got caustic damage. You can see it down here on my hull. It has this like pulsing effect, and I'm slowly losing hit points. So in this situation, if you get caustic damage, we're gonna imagine we still have the Thargoid behind us. You want to just fly away, and then just begin boosting while firing your weapons. Don't go silent running, because that will make you drop your shields. But the trick is we want to overheat as much as we can. There we go. And if you have heat sinks, then as soon as you overheat enough, you can see the caustic substance disappears. You can fire over a heat sink and then quickly get rid of the heat. You probably have to overheat up to around 200, 250% heat before you actually manage to dissipate the corrosive effect. I do recommend you try to get rid of it as quickly as possible, and also why I recommend you fit a heat sink, so you can cool your ship down quickly after you overheat it yourself to get rid of the corrosive effect. So as you can see, even a mediocre combat pilot like me can definitely take down a Thargoid comfortably without too much hassle, as long as you have the right equipment and a little bit of know-how. This might not have been a display of fancy flying, but I had fun, and I guess that is why we play computer games after all. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.